Oh 1 1 oh 1 1 1 oh oh 1 1 oh 1 oh no.
Yikes. What's that?
Shaving cream for dinner?
Oh, look at the hands. I hated that because none of it made sense. There was a body with a bag over its head, with weird little hands coming out like a T-Rex, shaving cream in a bowl with a knife and fork.
It was in a tray, actually.
Apologies. It was a tray. There was also, what was the first thing?
Morse code?
Morse code.
Screaming?
Screaming.
In Spanish? But you know what? Other than the weird binary in like scary font floating down the screen.
Yeah.
That could have been scary. I don't know.
It was, part of it was uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable. The screaming was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. I could have done without it. Ugh, don't like it. There's flies.
I think it's just like film grain or static or something.
Oh, something's about. Is this the door opening?
Is it? I think it is.
Oh.
Something coming under it?
What the Oh.
It looked like slime, like goop, like oil.
It looked like someone's shadow was like disconnecting from their body and coming under, like Peter Pan.
Little Peter Pan action, little Nara clan action, little shadow possession jutsu. Anybody?
No one.
Nobody! I bet you there's at least one person out there who appreciates my proper use of the hand symbol.
Were you just watching Jesus be crucified on stage?
Yeah, it was like performance art.
I mean, is this something people do?
I think this is like, it's part of like some like, you know, like subversive play. Like it's, you know, like off Broadway.
Perhaps, or I feel like this is in some kind of unique church.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the larger churches where there's a lot of people and it's kind of culty.
Oh yeah.
And then they like are singing songs, but then they're like, and there's like a weird like new age band, and then they just crucify someone.
Like they actually crucify them with those images of flesh projected on the projector screens. Like
Exactly.
it feels like a mid-range concert, you know, when you go and it's like the band is like big enough to tour and like have like a decent sized venue, but not big enough to have like a full production.
Yes.
You know, and they've got like some like screens up, and you know, some friends come and get crucified, you know, to support the band.
Support the band by getting crucified.
Yeah,
it's not too much to ask. Oh, what the That was horrific. That was horrific.
Some great screaming.
Good
pipes.
The creature at the beginning, like the head, kind of reminded me of like a Lego head. I don't know.
A little bit. I thought it looked kind of like a really bad Snapchat filter. Like not that the Snapchat filter in it was bad, but that it like made everything like very like low res. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it added like a filter that made your face like puffier, and then it like put like another filter over it that made everything like, you know, black, white, and grainy. And then there was lots of screaming.
Welches noch?
Das sag ich Ihnen nicht.
Im Namen Jesu.
Nein! Nein!
Im Namen des Vaters und des Sohnes und des
Ja, deshalb doch doch nicht ich!
Stand am Jahre. Ja, das ist Familie.
Ihr könnt gar nicht machen.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, this might be audio recordings of Annalise,
Michelle or Mikkel or
the German girl that she was
Yeah.
like 23 and she was possessed and then went through like 90 days of like no nourishment and like insanely intense exorcism.
yeah, and then she died of malnourishment.
Yeah.
She was the girl that inspired the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah.
It's very horrible what happened to her. But it's clearly like there was other things going on. There were a lot of mental problems,
Oh,
mental health
absolutely.
problems.
But I don't think 90 days of intense exorcism and little to no nourishment is gonna help you in that situation.
Never. Like in what world? Can you imagine living here and then something's happening to you mentally and they're like it's a possession.
Yeah.
You need an exorcism.
You need to be yelled at by a holy man.
Oh my god, what the f? What the f? Those gills? What?
Is it a face?
Oh my god, I see a face now. I see a side profile.
It's a face.
Yeah.
Whose face? Is that his face? Because
was
he's
like-
all blurred up here.
It was like a face here facing that way.
Yeah, it was like a mask that he like tied inside his body, but it definitely was not a mask, and it was definitely not tied there.
No. And then at first I was like, thought it was gills. I thought he was like a
I thought it was
fish.
just a big slit, like Videodrome, but on the side.
Yeah, that's like he's put someone's person inside of him. Shit.
Maybe it's like an unborn twin that like fused to him, and just the head is there, and it whispers things to him in the night.
Oh my god, it's his twin that he ate in the womb, and then but its head kept developing.
And now you need to serve me.
What the f? Is that a demon baby?
That was a demon baby.
It's just like,
It had no skin. Its whole body degloved. It's just flesh and blood and bones.
it was
no
the
skin.
spawn of Satan.
Oh,
No.
more binary.
Oh, I hate centipedes. Oh, why are they everywhere? Yucky.
Oh, coming out of the drain.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why there's so many? There's an infestation. Oh, I'd be out of that house so quick. No, why are they so big? Why did they get so many? How did they have so many? Where'd they come from? What's happening? Why is it like that? I feel itchy.
That's because they're crawling up you right now.
Oh my god.
Don't check your pant leg.
Stop it.
Don't check your pant leg, Lucy. Dude. Oh, you looked.
I had to. I don't care if you're me, I had to look. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's raunchy. There's a lot of those.
It's raunchy?
It's raunchy. Don't like that. Is this something hanging from the ceiling, or is it a mask?
I can't tell.
Oh.
Oh, is that mannequin?
This is just something else.
doll? Can't tell. Oh. The What the? Is this a mannequin on the move? These statues on the move? Is that Frankenstein? I don't know what the
The faces.
It seemed at one point like there was a mannequin and she was just on a mission, and then she put on like this overall, like this coat over her, and she was like going on and just moving like this. And then Frankenstein, I swear, he popped up at one point. He was just there chilling.
Yeah.
And then statues, like I don't know, good for you. Like
Lots
live
of
your
creepy
best.
faces. I'm sure if I saw that out of context, like, you know, above my bed in the middle of the night, I'd be scared.
Oh,
but right here, right
absolutely.
now, I don't know.
It's fine. Like I
Yeah.
expect it, but if I was walking down the street and then I saw a mannequin coming at me like that, I would be like, oh, hold it, buddy. I would be scared.
It's time.
Click to
Click
begin.
Why is this so long and skinny?
I don't know. Oh god, something's gonna scare me. I can tell. Is this a jump scare vid?
Plague Doctor? Is he real? No.
Oh my god. Oh, what the f?
Oh,
What the
you Can't get out, eh?
Oh. Oh, he's getting close. What the happening? Oh.
Is that like a Red Room scenario?
I feel like it's one of these weird dark web websites where you click on a door and no matter what, you're just gonna see someone die.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just people killing people.
And now they have your location.
Yeah, and then they're gonna come and find you. You're gonna have viruses, and then you're going to be one of those people in the video. You're gonna be behind the door, and it never ends until the world ends. There's always gonna be someone behind the door.
There's always gonna be somebody willing to click.
Oh, what?
Are those also mannequins?
It looks like it. They're alive? Oh, you know what I think this is? That it reminds me of? The nuclear testing sites
it's like
where
a
they
test
set
village.
up. Yeah, when they set up the mannequins to see what would happen when they, blow up. That's what it seemed like. But
So
then
what are you
someone
doing there?
I don't know what just happened there. Maybe it's a movie.
Maybe. Or maybe this person
short film.
accidentally like entered the zone without knowing any better.
He was like, oh, nuclear bomb coming
Got
my
hit by
way.
The shockwave.
At least he wouldn't have time to feel it. It'd be over like that.
It's a scary last moment though, finding a car full of mannequins staring off into the distance at something, and then you stare off into the distance too, and you see a mushroom cloud.
And you're like, I'm Ugh. Those maggots, what the fuck? Oh no, Ugh, yuck. I hate maggots.
There's also messages here.
Oh, I don't want to read.
Saw not endure my Magdalena beating.
Oh, I don't like maggots. No, I don't think anyone does, but that was really uncomfortable coming out the eye.
Yeah.
How did they get there? Someone put food in there, probably.
No, somebody put a human eye in there.
Oh, was he eating the eye? No.
Yeah.
I believed you for a second. That's a doll.
Yeah, but there's a human eye in the doll.
And so that's why the
And
maggots
that's
are
why
there.
the maggots are in there, because they sensed that flesh and they said, yummy,
Yum, yum,
eyeball. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Oh, see, more code! I'm not a good code breaker. What are they saying to me? Morse? Oh, there's text code too? Lord, I feel like I shouldn't be hearing this. Like, this is like off-limits stuff. Oh, resurrection. You saw all those like subliminal images of like faces, right?
What's happening here?
What's going on?
I'm so confused. I don't like masks like that. I don't like a gathering of people because it means cult. As soon as people
Especially
are together.
in robes in the woods.
Yeah. It's like, what business do you have there? Why are you coming from the ground?
Secret business. Do you see all those codes you have to break?
I don't like code breaking.
No, I'm no good at it, and it always means there's something worth hiding. And if something's
Exactly.
worth hiding, I probably shouldn't know about it in the first place.
I completely agree with that.
I'm just gonna walk away. I'm gonna pretend I didn't, just get indoctrinated in some sort of death cult by whatever Morse code was playing into my ear holes.
Truth. A photo of a man standing in front of his home, yet it seems he's not alone in the house. A black and white image of a man in a jacket appears in the window behind him. Oh. Is that a person? From where I'm standing, it could be like a curtain. Oh, I kind of see. Yeah, it's hard to see from where I'm standing, and also because I'm clinically blind. As all the comments like to point out. Oh yeah, I see it now. I see it. That's a ghost. That's a ghost. That's a confirmed sighting of a ghost. This guy went back into his house and then he dead. When I was little, I saw this strange figure standing in the corner. I told my mum about it, and as it turns out, every single one of my siblings had claimed to see a figure that looked the same when they were around the same age. Interesting. Not that scary. It just means your house is haunted. I think we've all seen a ghost at one time or another. I've seen a ghost. I swear to God, it was a ghost. No one believes me. I think my family have started to believe me in time, but most other people don't believe me. Hey guys, did you know in 1975 a 17-year-old boy was killed while riding his moped? He was killed exactly a year after his 17-year-old brother was killed while riding the same moped, in the same intersection, by the same taxi, with the same driver, carrying the same passenger. I just hate when people lie to me. I know you're lying to me. That's not a fact. Give me the firm evidence. Give me newspaper clippings. Give me reports for both cases. First of all, if you're hit by a taxi on a moped, I'm assuming the moped's not in one piece. It's gonna have some issues, and then just get another moped. And also, if I knew someone had been in a moped accident, I'm not gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna get a moped. They seem safe. Some people get it together up here. On August 29th, 1968, all the televisions in America shut down. There was a murmuring on the TV that some believe was the devil's voice. The televisions were off for about 25 seconds. No one knows what the issue was, and no one knows what the sound was from the TVs. You know what it is? It was one person. They wised up and they were like, I'm gonna tell the world we're in a simulation. I don't think it was the devil's work. I don't think the devil really cares, to be honest. The devil's not real. Just kidding, I'm the devil, and I have a legion of followers. The Legion of Lucy. When my little sister was about 4, she stepped barefoot on a broken glass, nicked a major artery, and nearly bled out. After an extended stay in the hospital, she told us that she wasn't scared in the hospital because a little girl held her hand and told me that she was protecting me. She said we were sisters. She didn't know this at the time, but one of our sisters had died just after birth many years before. That me up. I do believe, actually, if I believe this, my simulation theory is off. But I do believe in this stuff. Children, like, they know things. They see ghosts. They talk to people. It's like that guy, that little boy that was like died for a second, then he was like, I saw Jesus, but actually then it turned out to be fake. He didn't see Jesus. The parents lied and they made a book. And I read that book. And I believed it, and then it came out that they lied about it for money. There is 5 years between my older brother and I. One night shortly after I was brought home, my brother was asleep in his room. He heard knocking and scraping around in his closet. He woke, sat up in bed, and watched a man he describes as the devil exit the closet. He walked to the foot of his bed, smiled and said, I'll see you soon, kid, and then returned to the closet. My brother, rightfully terrified, went running into my parents' room and immediately told them what had happened. For the next few nights, they let him sleep with him. They let him sleep with them. Just a few nights later, the ceiling in his room collapsed, crushing his bed. It's like Donnie Darko. You know? Warnings. Before you know it, an engine from a plane is going to be in your... These are spoilers for Donnie Darko. Apologies. I won't spoil anything. People hate it when I do that. Anyway, maybe it was a guardian angel, not so much the devil. Because why would he come and say, I'll see you soon, kid? Because then you would know. You'd be like, oh, something's happening. I got to skedaddle. Friends of mine moved into a new house with their 4-year-old son. He kept talking about a boy being in his room, which they brushed off. Eventually, they humored him and suggested he talk to the boy. The next day, they asked how it went. Their son said, I asked him if he wanted to be friends. He smiled and nodded, but I could see he was lying. Huh? Again, like, I've no idea what's happening. I don't like when there's a lot of text because I've already forgotten the beginning of the text. There's a boy and there's a ghost. He said he wants to be friends, and the ghost smiled and nodded, but he was lying. Okay, this story isn't very scary, but I think what we can assume is the boy died. When I was 4, I would sleep with the door to my bedroom open and my dad would shut it quietly when he got up in the morning for work. I woke up one night to my door being slammed shut. I walked to the door to open it to see what was wrong with my door. The man walking down the hall wasn't my father, and when he got to my parents shut the door, he turned around with an evil grin, put his finger to his mouth and said, shh, before walking through the closed door. I slammed my door and started screaming. My parents woke up and I haven't seen the man since, but have had pretty vivid dreams of him strangling. Have had pretty vivid dreams of him strangling me in my sleep. Well, I hate to break it to you. Your mum was sleeping around. This was an affair and you caught him in the act. and he was hella proud. I think. Or it's a ghost. I mean, either or. Are your parents still alive? Then it's fine. It's not a ghost. It was probably your mum sleeping around with someone else, and you caught him. That's why they always kept your door shut, to hide the secrets. Your dad was sleeping in another room. They were separated. Late one night, I heard my daughter's voice coming from her room. I got up, and just before I opened her bedroom door, I heard her say, "You don't have to leave. Let's show Daddy." I opened the door, and she was alone. The window was wide open. Huh? Late one night, I heard my daughter's voice coming from her room. I got up, and just before I opened her bedroom door, I heard her say, "You don't have to leave, let's show Daddy." Opened the door, and she was alone. The window was wide open. So she was talking to a ghost, or a serial killer breaking into the home, or just a thief, or anyone, a creepy old man. Props a ghost. Children see everything. They see absolutely everything, and they'll talk to anyone. They don't know what's good and what's bad. That's why they all get possessed. A few years ago, I was putting my friend's daughter to bed for the night. She was about 3 at the time, and she was fighting going to sleep. She asked me why she had to go to bed, and I said, because it's late and it's time for little girls to get a good night's rest. She then pointed at nothing across the room and said, "What about that little girl?" Again, case in point, only kids can see ghosts, which is why I saw my ghost boy when I was 3 and 4. It's always 3. It's the cursed number. I saw my ghost boy at 3 or 4, and then I never saw him again because I grew up. And then something happens. Something happens to the mind. You shut out the spirit world. Do you think that's fresh blood?
Is it blood or is it paint?
Both.
Are you gonna do the taste test?
Blood thickens paint.
Taste test. Taste test. Oh, somebody got their back blown out.
That's
Yep.
what happened. Someone reached behind and grabbed their innards and ripped them out from the back.
Spine first.
And then created the
and then use
what
the
do you
spine
call
as
it?
a paintbrush.
What's the star?
Pentagram?
The pentagram. Created the pentagram with the innards. The entrails.
Trails.
The correct terminology for that.
Correct in what way? Like, I think innards also works.
I think entrails more visceral. Like you feel that, right?
Someone's here. Let's get out of here. Get out.
Get out.
Shh. Let's walk. Alright, so there's someone in here right now.
It's my man again.
Who was shouting?
A man in the building.
What were they
chased
shouting?
them down. They were shouting this. Ah!
Oh! Why were they shouting?
Because they probably entered his home, or he was squatting in this building, and then he didn't like my man, who I love, Josh.
What's his name again? Josh?
Josh. Do I know his last name? No, I don't need to know his last name.
Fair
I love
enough.
him regardless. Josh something.
Josh something. We
And
love
I
you.
could be Lucy something.
You could. Lucy, Cher's watching. She's hearing you.
Oh, it's deja vu. No, Cher, I love you.
Hold on. Was that supposed to be there? That thing walking? Did you see that? In the
Huh?
the leftmost like side of the
Okay,
screen.
let me see.
So he goes over once,
Yeah.
and then that.
Oh.
Is that part of it? Because then he goes
Wait.
back.
And then it's not
Then
there.
nothing.
Wait, okay.
Is it a ghost? Is it playing some sort of instrument?
It's just a ghost playing an instrument.
You can hear the.
Well, it wouldn't be this. It'd be.
Yeah, I don't know why you were strumming.
Because you strummed first.
I didn't do a strum.
Wait. Abby,
Instant
did he
replay.
strum?
Is it playing some sort of instrument?
Я его вижу. Тихо. Стой. Торопись.
It's always the shrieking. They're always shrieking when you encounter them while you're urban exploring, and it's scary. Part 3. They're always shrieking.
Part 3. Always part 3.
Always part 3.
Do you think it was at the rake? It always comes back to the rake. If it's the woods and shrieking, it's a rake.
I didn't think the rake shrieked. I thought the rake was like kind of like a silent guy who just shows up in your house. You see him,
think if he-
and then you're dead.
I think he shrieks if he wants to.
You can shriek if you want to. You can leave your friend behind. because the rake does shriek and if it don't shriek, well then your friends are dead.
You can dance. You can dance.
You're dead. You can't dance.
Building.
Yeah, turn the light off. Turn the light on. Sounds like it's in the corner. What the Which way's the exit? Which way's the exit?
Didn't like the sounds of the broken glass. I don't think we saw actually what it was, but it kind of sounded like an angry boar.
Yeah, it was some sort of pig adjacent creature.
Yeah.
Hear that? Let's get up. Come on.
Was that the same creature as earlier on in the video? It was like,
Maybe. It's got the same screech going on. Sorry, can I hear that one more time?
"Rawr." Rawr. That was spot on. I did a perfect impression.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ooh. I feel like these are just all the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same. They're just one creature that just keeps changing location.
I think it's
Man.
this creature has like figured out like how to make like a lucrative life for himself by just chasing around YouTubers in the dark.
And he knows he's gonna make it big.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
True.
Viral fiend.
If I saw that sucker, I would burn myself.
In this dark area is where we saw the sensors leading to, so we'll stay out of there for now. Go, go, go.
Yikes. Is that an alarm?
What'd you do? It's walking.
Was that an alarm?
It was just an alarm, but to be fair, alarms are scary.
Alarms are scary, especially in a dilapidated place like that. You don't expect it. Like, is there anything worth protecting in there? Like,
Yeah, why is there an alarm in that
who's
building?
gonna come and prevent you from continuing to do what you're doing in a zone like that?
Pull block more cop.
Yeah, no, that's scary. You don't want to deal with Paul Blart. Paul Blart's a stone cold killer.
He'd arrive on his Segway ready to take me down.
Paul Blart annihilates people by accident. That's what you gotta worry about.
Truth.
Person or vehicle go in or out.
So I'm here in front of the Leviton factory, which has been closed for some time. I was just going to walk to drop off a Netflix. All of a sudden I see a bunch of flashing lights inside this building. I'm not sure if anyone's in that building right now. I'm not sure if the fire department's gonna come, but it'd be pretty bad if there was a fire in this building because my house isn't that far away.
I got lost for a second. He was talking for so long that my mind drifted to other things.
Yeah.
Did
Like what?
yours? I was just thinking about food.
Oh yeah? I was concerned about him dropping off a Netflix.
Though not much happened.
It was one of those like late night raves with like
Yeah.
4 people in
Yeah.
the abandoned factory. They brought a strobe with them. They were playing music off of their tiny Bluetooth speaker and they were just going ham. Just cutting shapes, man. Just going for it.
Yeah. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
My God, I want to leave now. This is, fuck this, I'm out of here. Go, 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 no, go, 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 go!
What was that?
Go. Wait. Jumping.
That bang was so loud I thought it came from in the room.
Yeah.
I felt like I just got like hit with something.
Is that a gunshot?
Yeah, it sounded like, or someone like banging on a door, but it sounded like a gunshot. Oh, I saw something. Oh, that was a real goblin sighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I can confirm.
Goblins in the tunnels waiting for you.
That. Wow, is that a little pixie?
It's a lizard.
Oh.
What?
Sees lizard. Is that a little pixie?
Is that a chicken? Both of you need to chill the f out.
So I'm gonna give another Vine reference here.
Look at all those chickens! I don't get your Vine references.
I do.
Oh.
I support it.
Oh,
It's a little pixie.
that is a lizard.
It's a lizard. Well, can you confirm it? You don't know what a pixie looks like. It looks like that.
Do you know what a lizard looks like? Because it also looks like
I've never seen a lizard in the flesh, so
You've ever been to the zoo?
I'm scared it's gonna like jump at me. I don't trust it. Pixies. Wow! What? What? Wow! You okay? What did you see?
What was
Maz?
that?
Oh, that was Snake.
Oh!
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see that.
That's some camouflage. See, that's that. Oh,
I don't
Ooh.
f with snakes.
He's a sneaky, slippery snake, and he's what's the word I'm looking for? He sublimated himself into the straw.
That was some creepy. I don't like snakes. I don't trust them. This is why they hide everywhere. They curl up onto a little ball, and then when they pounce, like, and they don't have legs. They have no reason to force themselves like they do, but they're just one long thing, and they can move so fast, they can kill you. So Chris, what you're missing there is this giant face spoon looking creature going That's exactly how it sounds. That was a spot on impression. And she's sorry to go like this. That's the weirdest shit. There's some shit on YouTube. Oh no, it's the birds. Is this Toronto? Kind of looks like the gardener. Interesting fact about the birds, directed by Hitchcock, is that they use real birds and then they attacked people. That's another reason I really don't go outside much, because I don't trust things. I've learnt this actually. I don't trust birds. What are their purpose in life? The birds don't have a purpose. They don't bring our world anything.
Hi, this is Johnny Flynn. I'm here with Robert, Robert the doll. We asked for his permission pleasantly to record this video, as the movie Child's Play is actually based on this doll. A lot of stories that he actually has a living soul. So here we are. I'm a little bit freaked out right now, I'm not even gonna lie about it. But I have my power headband on and my power balance bracelet, so we're feeling strong.
Did I miss him move? I feel like Robert the doll was moving and I missed it, but the camera was like this. It was like whoever was filming it was like, it's like, get together. Robert's a normal person just like everyone else. Just because he's a little more famous doesn't mean he's just like everybody else. Oh, I want it to end. It's giving me anxiety. Oh, I don't like it. You know what it makes me think of? I don't really know the whole purpose, and I couldn't see the flashing pictures in between. It gave me anxiety because it reminds me of space and like black holes. I know there was no black hole there, but it had that sensation of getting sucked into a black hole where everything's starting to warp around you, and then it's called spaghettification because when you get closer to a black hole, it literally tears your atoms apart. So then you just slowly just stretch and stretch and stretch until you're nothing. And then you get sucked into the black hole and nothing can escape a black hole. There is nothing, nothingness. Imagine nothingness, you can't.
I told you it's haunted.
What the f***? Hold on. Hold on.
I told you it's haunted.
What is that? What is that? I can't tell. It looked like hair, but I'm like, is that hair attached to a body? Or was it a wig? Someone left their weave in this haunted building. Or was it a doll? I don't like hair unless it's on my head. I love my hair though. It's great. I found a grey hair once though. Killed someone. Oh, he's gone. He was there and he was gone. Well, to be honest, it seems like they're urban exploring, going through an abandoned building. And I've said it before, some people live in these abandoned buildings. Not everyone is as fortunate as others. So maybe this person had nowhere else to go and they're like, this is my home. And then they got scared because someone's shining a light aggressively on their body. And they're like, leave me alone. So then they just disappeared. What? What the heck? I always find it hard to react to these videos because I'm like, is this someone with a condition? Or is this like some It looks like it looks like someone's wearing a mask. Like that doesn't look like a real face. That looks like there's a mask over a face. But I don't like how they're moving. Like they're a spirit, a possessed spirit, and they're going to kill you. And their head seems much larger than their body. That's what I don't like, when things aren't proportioned. It's an android. I think we need to talk about the problem with advanced technology. It's a big issue, and I think we're just letting it happen before our eyes. Black Mirror is trying to warn us. These aren't for fun. Black Mirror is not for fun. Black Mirror is a warning about the future. If you watched it, you should know. It's all a warning. Anyway, people are literally out here building robots, building androids, building people that aren't people that are going to replace us. Have you seen the movie I, Robot? But they're just going to turn on us and they're going to kill us. We're not needed anymore. The robot population are going to take over. And to be honest, it's probably for the best. They probably won't kill the planet like we did. But we're and we're just letting it happen. Like, before you know it, in 5 to 10 years, a robot's going to be standing here doing what I'm doing. This is another video that is for sure subliminal messaging. Like, the fact that I had to watch that, I feel like something is going to go horribly wrong in about 5 to 10 minutes. As something, like, it's in my brain now that I have to do something. Like, I'm gonna go do something because I watched this video. And it also reminds me of, like, there's some people out there that have a genuine fear of mannequins. It's because they look human, but they're not. And these people look like they're mannequin faces, but they're moving around like they're normal. That freaks me the Stop it. One or the other. Ugh. Oh, yikes. It's not necessary, is it? It doesn't freak me out too much because I can't remember what app it was. It was it must have been Snapchat or Instagram. It must have been Snapchat. It sounds like a Snapchat thing. But they had the filter where your mouth would become your eyes. But imagine if you had no eyes and everything was a mouth. It's like you could pick at any time of day which hole you wanted to put your food in.
Go ahead and lick something. We lick you very much. If you want to lick something,
Oh.
lick us.
Lick us. Alright, go.
We love to lick.
I'll lick you.
We lick to love. We are love lickers.
We lick to love, we're love lickers. That's true. It is a fact of life. No one is ever gonna know you truly love them unless you lick them. That's how I show love. When I see someone, I'm like, I love you. I go right up to them and I lick their whole face from chin to forehead. And that's how I show love. I know, I haven't seen this video actually, but I know where it's from. Little baby's ice cream or something. If you Google like because there's another ad where, yeah, Little Baby's Ice Cream, that's what it's called. And this is the one. So there's this guy who's covered in ice cream and he takes a fake spoon and he's like, or he takes a spoon and he starts scooping the ice cream from his head and eating it. And he starts eating himself because he's ice cream. But we're love lickers and we love to lick. Ooh. Wow! Hi. That sucked.
That poor guy.
He was just trying to
help.
He was trying to help her, but her reaction when he got hit was just dazed. She was like, she didn't really give a
No. No, that was just her, like, that was like her lifeline. She didn't see him as a person. She just saw him as like
something to help her.
Some way to get out of the situation she was in.
Oh.
Although really it is his fault. Like he almost got hit the first time.
He should have known.
And
not
then
to
he
stand.
didn't actually clear the curb.
That's the problem. If
So,
you
like-
stand in a road, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Just accept the facts of life. Huh? I don't really know what I'm looking at. Ah! Stop it. There was a lot happening there. I didn't know what was going on. I could only see half of it. A lot of it was so black. I didn't know if there was a person in the closet. I guess there is. They're hiding.
Yeah.
There's a creepy woman who's killing people.
She's eviscerating people. She's not just killing them. She's like pulling out all their insides and snapping their bones. You heard all that noise.
I heard the noise, but I couldn't see. I was like, what's happening? What's going on?
It was very dark.
Very dark. It's probably clearer for people watching, but for us, it's like I see the reflection of the camera. I see the reflection of the camera lens better than I see this video.
Yeah.
Ugh. Again, I'm kind of thankful the screen was a little dark. I couldn't see who was in the back seat, but someone's in the back seat.
Always check your back seat. That's like a rule from Zombieland.
Oh, and also a rule that originated in Urban Legend. You remember that movie from the 90s starring young Jared Leto before he became kind of a It was like, it opens, there's a girl, she's fleeing from someone. She goes to a gas station, there's a stuttering clerk, he can't get out his words. He sees something, and then he tries to help her, but she's scared of him because he has a stutter. And then she hops back in her car, drives away, and then he finally screams, "Someone's in the back seat!" And then she dies, axe to the mouth.
Axe to the mouth. From behind?
Yeah, he was in the back seat and just whipped it round.
So he like curved it round and got it in the teeth?
So, that's why you should always listen to people. Don't judge a book by its cover, you know?
Yeah.
He was just trying to help her, but she was scared of him because he had a stutter. And that's rude.
It's very rude.
¡No! ¡Niña imprudente! ¡Rompiste el círculo! ¡Los dejaste entrar! Nos han encontrado.
This looks genuinely scary. I'm intrigued. I want to see it. I think it's a short film, a real film. Well,
I haven't a clue, but it does look interesting.
That, like, all the, like, the makeup or the masks, whatever, that's creepy. That woman doing the seance. What mask?
I think the mask is part of it.
Yeah, it freaked me the That looked scary.
They just kept upping the ante. Like
Yeah.
at first it was like, you know, like we see one thing pass by and then more things and then we see them in the window and behind the shade and then we
under the
we get
table.
people behind blah, 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 under the table. Why?
Okay.
I'm having trouble putting words into sentences and then speaking those sentences in a way that makes sense.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
That's how scary it was, obviously. Well, she dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Bye. See you later. Yeah, it must be doppelgangers. That's
Gotta be.
Yeah, only thing that makes sense.
Because like they're both there, they both look a little trepidatious.
But who are the real doppelgangers?
Yeah, who are the real people? Are
ones?
these guys killing them to take their identities, or are these guys
Yeah.
killing them because they took their identities?
Exactly. We'll never know because we don't have extra context.
Yeah.
We don't see the full thing. So.
Honestly, I might just spend the rest of my day finding the resources behind all these films, and then instead of doing any work, just watching all the movies.
I respect that. I'd understand if that's what you did with your day.
He's just getting visions of the beyond.
What the movie? I think it's like a religious movie, like Exorcist.
It could be. Could be something like along the lines of like Daniel isn't real too, where it's like, you know, there's like a demon that's pretending to be something that it isn't.
Yikes. Sucks to be this guy. He probably died. His life was flashing before his eyes.
Do you think that was his life?
No,
It's just a bunch of skulls and demons and screeching
That could be his
nonsense.
life. I don't know him. I don't know how he lived.
He doesn't look like anybody in the visions he was having. I'm gonna get you.
I feel like I need to see that one more time because at first I thought I saw Frank from Donnie Darko.
Huh. Okay, so there's a shadow, and then there's this corpse person.
It's Bunny Man.
Bunny man, but was the corpse person a bunny man? Or was the corpse person just a stinky corpse person?
I couldn't see a corpse person.
What? Like
Well,
when
at the end?
No, there was like a quick flash where like somebody was like coming out right before the door slams in her face. Like somebody was like coming out from the corner.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No, damn. Oh well.
Corpse person.
I trust.
Kind of looked like Lucy.
Thanks. Ooh. Oh. What the f? Why is it moving like that? Don't run.
Oh.
Oh, yikes.
Soggy. Ooh.
That's scary. That's why.
rough.
That's why I don't go out in the nighttime because of this.
But like night swimming, like immortalized by REM is such a beautiful thing.
Good to know.
To swim at night? Mwah.
I wouldn't swim at night by myself because this will happen.
Swimming at night by
creeps.
yourself is probably the most peaceful thing possible. But if you know you're haunted,
But anyone could come out of the bushes. The people from The Strangers, masks on, ready to kill.
if they kill me, I'll accept it in that peaceful moment.
Oh my god, he's coming for me! No!
Oh, there we go, big knife. No big knife. Big knife.
Big knife. Oh. She slipped and stabbed herself. What a f***ing idiot. Oh my god.
Well, you don't hustle in sweatpants and socks on
Yeah,
your
exactly.
greasy hardwood floor.
You're always going to fall. I can't, like, the amount of effort she went through to get that knife, only to fall and stab herself.
And she had frying pans on deck in the sink.
She had a lot of clutter there that she could have used for whatever was happening here, but no, she was an idiot, grabbed the knife, ran, slips, dead.
Didn't get me.
I knew it was coming, but it was still a fright.
Definitely. Do you think she was actually crying? Do you think she was sad about something, or was she just trying to lure him in?
No, I think she's an actress like us. An actor, sorry. She's an actor like us. She knows she can turn on those waterworks.
Ow.
She knows when it's the big break. She's
Yep.
like, this is it. Turn on the floodgates. Like, open the floodgates. I'm gonna kill this sucker.
Yeah.
He's gonna think I'm crying. Just kidding. I'm gonna kill you in the face.
Kill you in the face. Calls it a big break because she's going to big break his bones. Bow. It's a lot of light coming off that little cell phone.
I know.
I guess.
That makes no sense to me. That's not realistic at all. I didn't really see him coming.
No, it was totally dark until we got him like kind of shambling. But I liked the way he moved. I thought that was pretty good.
The noises were horrible. See? Amazing. Hire this man.
Please.
Hire this man.
Please, YouTube crash. I don't know what happens if that happens again. I lose my job.
He's gonna be out on the streets with nothing but his skateboard. Give him his big break in the movies.
Please. Let me start any movie.
Anyone.
Any movie.
I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah,
it was like
look at her.
it was romantic. That let me put the feather in your hat.
Probably has something to do with a childhood memory.
Yeah,
There you go.
probably.
Don't you remember when you found this feather with your friend Josephine as a child? There you go. It's me, Josephine.
To be fair, that's how I thought it would sound. In my mind, it sounds like the butler from Scary Movie 2. Where he's like, grab my strong hand. You got my germs now. Here's a little feather.
Make sure you call it macaroni, okay? Put it in your hat.
I just feel like that's right.
I'm Yankadoodle.
Just makes everything better. Ooh. That was so random. Like, I want to know the full story here. I want to watch this movie. I want to know why the feather's getting put in the hair. I want to know if they end up together. I ship it.
Maybe the feather's like a death mark. Sorry.
I'm scared. What am I looking at? What's shaking?
Is it the camera that's shaking, or is it something on screen that? Oh
my
it's
God!
not.
What are you looking at?
It's a. Did you see the goblin?
Oh yeah. No, it's like a floating lizard. Wait, what's the long black thing? Oh no, it's an
got
alien.
2 legs.
It's an alien.
That looks like A. Lamau. It looks like the Dame tu Cosita guy. And that's just a human.
Oh, it's like another one.
He's going to check on it.
It looked like a smaller version of the alien from Signs when it walks out.
Yeah.
It's like the Spanish kids are like, da 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 da. It's behind. That was me doing
That's the
Spanish.
one. That's your Spanish? I mean, I was saying Dame tu Cosita. But yeah, the way he's moving is definitely like Signs like, right? Like it's like it doesn't like it's slow and deliberate, but doesn't look like gravity really has that much of an effect on it. Like it's just sort of like flowing through.
Yeah, definitely.
Where did she go?
Oh, come on. This is the dumbest in my life. She went literally behind. Okay, hold on. She's gone behind. She's going behind this guy. And then...
Where did she go? Yeah, she went behind a guy.
But then it looks like someone's removed her. But she's also moving, running into the dark space.
The person that she went behind
disappeared as well.
What's this? This is new.
Is this the same part? No, this can't be. Is this?
This is something else. This is her? That's where she went.
She's floating in the sky. Bye.
She disappeared off the earth and is now like, woo, like there's a glitch in the Matrix. You know, she's been taken out of the normal bounds, and like they didn't know where to put her, so they just left her floating in the air.
Yeah. So what to do? Put her in the sky.
Yeah.
Float away, little one. Punt away.
She's been punted. Punted by the hand of whoever's behind the Matrix.
That's your child after Keegan punts it. Never comes back down, it just stays in the sky.
My foot has magical anti-gravity properties.
Oh my god. Anyway, that child, it looked like someone edited both of them out.
Right?
It kind of looked like
a
they
weird
just
like green screen thing happening.
Yeah, it looked like someone tried to remove them in post, but they didn't do a good job, and it was weird and glitchy.
It was like when Harry Potter puts on the invisibility cloak in like the early movies, like before they had like really good like digital effects. It looked kind of like that.
Truth. I'm scared.
Why?
Because I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's just a nice little town.
I feel like something's gonna pop up.
Little Moon Milk. That's the account.
Oh, I think we're supposed to be looking at something there.
It's like a ghost?
It looked like someone in a white sheet.
Yeah, it looked like one of those people doing one of the ghost photo shoots where they put a white sheet on.
But it's hard to see because the screen's so dark. I wonder if it's probably someone just looking more normal than that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it started off like relatively normal too, right? Like they were in like some sort of like town, city area. We saw some buildings. And then all of a sudden we're in like a totally dark like area, almost like a long road, and we see this sheet adorned individual just wiggling around.
I'm sure that's exactly what was happening. I couldn't entirely tell.
There's no sound either.
I didn't like that there was no sound. I felt like I was trapped.
Oh my gosh.
Is this a body returned from the dead?
Or is this the person that fell in the sewer?
Oh, I thought she was buried alive and they've dug her body up. But I seem to definitely be wrong. Is she covered in poop?
She's covered in something.
Is there supposed to be sound? Because I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Yikes. I would like to know the full story of how this woman fell in the poop.
I'd also like to know why, instead of actually pulling her out and like addressing her trauma.
They're
They're
kind of just like
they're holding her by
her.
the head and screaming at her. I can only assume they're screaming at her. Maybe they're just having like a nice, quiet conversation, but still, like they're just holding her at the side of this tunnel.
They're not
instead
letting
of,
her get out.
Like letting her get out.
Poor woman. I wonder if something else is at play here. Maybe they think she's possessed.
Yeah.
Maybe something else happened. Maybe she did something with the
Oh no.
and they're like, no, you don't and she's like, yes, I Ghost is going on the web.
This ghost wants to watch some videos. You know what I mean? That's why he went when the room was empty.
I can hear the typing.
He's filling out some Excel spreadsheets. He's doing some Christmas shopping. Bringing up X-Hamster.
Trying to get that PS5.
Trying to get that PS5. That'll be you today.
Me. Psh. Wow, that's kind of creepy because I could legitimately hear the typing.
Yeah, definitely some clickety clack of the mechanical keyboard.
Unless it's a small child who hasn't been punted and is just sat on the chair.
Just snuck in the dark. You know, it's a child wearing all black who somehow like managed to like roam in through the shadows, hop in on this chair that's way too big for them, and now they're typing away.
Yeah.
They're going to coolmathgames.com. They're playing.
Cool math games.
It's just a windy night.
Oh, I feel like someone's gonna pop through it. Did you see someone? I thought something was
I
there.
just like literally. At first it looked like just wind, and then somebody actually like drew the curtains. Like they were like, shut up.
Wait, one more time.
Watch.
Yeah. What? I'm confused as to where we're looking. Are we outside or inside?
We're inside, it seems.
Yeah, but then what's on the other side and who's done this?
A phantom!
Phantom menace?
Ghost!
A ghost?
A ghoul!
A ghoul?
A goblin?
Goblin. Goblins. It's always the goblins.
Escuelita, venimos a visitar aquí en Chihuahua. Pueden ver el estudio, está muy chido.
Yeah, that sucks. Because I know what this. Oh!
She's looking at me!
I know what's happening. Their eyes are facing one way and then they turn and face another way. She's like, what up? You looking at my wedding dress?
Mm-hmm. It's a nice dress.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like that ride's gonna break.
I'm not looking forward to this.
What just happened? Did a bomb go off?
That's not a sound you want to hear at a theme park.
Oh my god, that made me pants. That sounded like either like a shotgun or a bomb. Like, what happened? Did something happen to the ride?
I bet you it's like, yeah, one of the bolts on the ride like just gave and it's about to collapse.
Holy sh**.
Either that or, you know, active gunmen in the park, but...
True, I think, that's ahead.
Meu parceiro macaco. O cabelo dele tá tão bom que tá dando até cobra no cabelo. Macaco.
Oh my god, that's a snake in her hair.
There's a snake in my boot.
Hair. Do you think she knows it's there? That's what I can't tell. Like, I can't tell if it just snuck up in there and she doesn't know, or if she put it there.
I have a really hard time believing anybody would have a snake threaded through their hair, especially like, you know, like when it's that close to your skull and you wouldn't notice. I think they put that snake in there on purpose.
What for?
Fashion, bro.
That's not fashion. That's
fashion.
death. That's death. That snake's gonna kill you.
That's style for miles on a whole other level.
Would you wrap a snake around your head?
I wouldn't. I'm not iconic enough. They are iconic enough.
No, you're not iconic. You're an idiot. Take the snake out of your hair. You're going to die.
Down for 911.
Send the police!
What's the problem?
The chimp killed my friend! Oh, please! He ripped her face off!
He ripped her face off?
Please! He killed her, please!
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything. Oh.
He ripped her apart?
Listen. She's dead. She's dead.
Holy sh**. The guy on the other end was a little bit annoying. He's like, why are you saying he ripped her apart? I mean, it's pretty obvious. He ripped her face off.
Just wants a little more details before he sends those first responders.
Everything. He ripped a face off?
Face off, body, chimp.
That's scary. Like, are they at a zoo and the chimp is loose, or are they at home and they have a chimp? I want to know the full story as to whose face is off their head.
Oh, you gotta call up Oprah for that.
Oprah would tell me.
Oprah, hey, remember in 2009 when that chimp killed a person? Can you tell me the whole story? Thanks.
Do you
Thanks,
think-
Oprah, my friend who I have on speed dial?
Yeah, I do have Oprah's number. It's 1-800-OPRAH.
That guy was just charging at me.
What?
He was on something.
When Clarissa
Holy
Vidrio got into her car at her Anaheim apartment complex around 11:30 Saturday night, she never saw this coming.
And then all of a sudden, on the rearview mirror of my vehicle, I see this naked guy just running towards my neighbor's car, which was parked right next to me.
Police say security tape shows 21-year-old Garrett Smith throwing himself into her neighbor.
That's terrifying. You gotta be on some hard drugs to do that.
That's like some jackass there, but like somehow much worse.
Yeah, maybe it's Steve-O.
Could be. But we heard it was
doing a-
Garrett Smith.
Oh yeah, never mind. That's
Oh,
terrifying. He must have cut up his face.
Oh, he is absolutely bleeding.
100%. And then he kind of just got up after that.
Yeah.
So that's the rush of.
I mean, like I've seen like car windows break before, and like a lot of the time they don't come apart, right?
No,
like
they kind of,
they shatter in spider web, right?
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
don't actually come apart. They stay in one piece.
Yeah.
He blew that thing
up,
out
yeah.
with his forehead.
At the end of the video, he takes off, and Jody says that's when a neighbor passed by and scared him. Apparently, there were 3 other men waiting to climb into her home, so there's little doubt that she would have been in a terrible situation had they not ran away.
Oh my god.
That's just like home invasion,
Home invasion
but
is
thwarted.
horrible. Yeah.
Thankfully.
It's that scares me. My biggest fear is having a home, like a house one day that I own, and then home invaders are just gonna be like, "There's a house, I'm gonna go in." Like that's just what I assume. That's why I never want to leave my condo.